Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to follow up with our last session of doing Gray Knight, which we already finished the armor painting on the Gray Knight side. While the next step we are going to do is we are going to paint the Dead Watch side, which has a different undertone of the steel. And on the camera you might not see, but what I already did is prime with the areas I want to convert into Death Watch part with two colors, which are where's the color? Where's the color? Oh, here. Which are the Iron Warriors, and the shade of Noon Oil. So the next step I'm going to do is to highlight the armor with another color, which is the Runefang Steel. Hi, welcome. So I just hi, both of you, Kato and Red Engine. So we're going to continue the doing our Grey Knight, but what I'm going to do today is going to be a short live because this is the experiment of me experimenting with the environmental lighting, which from the last time the lighting is kind of messed up because of the sunlight from my window. But anyway, we're going to do the Death Watch side of the steel color. And from the last time that we did the Grey Knight armor, which has the undertone of the blue. But from today, we are going to do the Death Watch, which has like kind of the dirty black of the undertone. So what I have already did is to cover the area with the base of Iron Warriors from the Citadel color, and another color that I used is called the Neon Oil shade. And the next step I'm going to do is to highlight the area where I apply these two colors with the Rune Fang Steel from Citadel color. And I already put the colors onto the wet palette. Yeah. But anyway, for long or short, thank you for coming, Kato. So when you are applying, either it is not NMM but also TMM, especially when you apply the metallic part, you can also project some light, which you can adjust during like the real life reflecting, so that it will create the effect of the hitting light source onto the certain place. So, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'll let you see the result before the result of applying the highlight of the of this part where it is Dead Watch. As you can see, it's kind of dull, right? You can't even tell if it's already applied with the Iron Warriors. So now I'm going to apply the Rune Fang steel. Here, as you can see, this part of the shoulder pad is already like reflecting, unlike the rest of the part of his shoulder pads and his teal. So let me continue to do the light reflecting. And also doing the edge highlighting of the of the metallic material colors is also important and create the illusion of the depth of the miniature. And sometimes you can like use the lighter metallic materials color to create like the illusion of the scratch marks or like pedal score as you want, but be careful not to apply too much or else it's going to look unnatural. You can also always blend the in between of the of the metal color from the darkest to the lightest, so that sometimes necessary, especially some of the round object, so it's not like too um too harsh in between like the colors. And again, you can also blend the in between the colors, like the part where I did with the granite armor, where I use the granite steel and the Thalassa blue. But when I highlighted the colors with the storm host silver, sometimes it look too harsh because of the differentiate of the colors. So at some part, I also use the mixture of the granite steel and the stormhost silver just to illuminate the lines in between the colors. So that's the technique I'm also using onto the um, where I'm doing right now. And here, I believe you can see like the difference. This part of the arm of the shield is already show a sign of reflecting light, which is a good sign of projecting light, and that is what I already trying to achieve while doing miniature with either NMM or TMM. As you can see, this part isn't applied yet on the face of the shield, but on the side, right, also on the top, and some part of the shoulder pad. Hi, Chewit P. I mean Chewit Up. How are you? I'm sorry I butchered your name. And do not be too worried about making mistake on highlighting on the match on the metal color. You can also you can always cover the area part with a darker color of the material, which is usually like the base of the color you applied earlier. Like I just made a mistake on the edge of the shield, so then I cover up the unnecessary part that I don't intend to put on. So I use the color of the Iron Warriors to cover up the mistake part. So my suggestion is that you can always be confident and do not be afraid of the mistake, because you can always learn to solve the mistake, and that will make you be a professional and overcome and you can overcome your fear. Let me open more of the lighting source so that it will be obvious to see. Oh, yeah, it's better. Can you see like the difference on the edge? I think it turned out pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's nice to think of. So, Kato, are you also the hobbyist? Like, are you painting miniature too? Oh, that's too bad. I mean, it's generally expensive themselves. I hope you could find like a good source to start painting. I mean, it's fun to try at least like just a small, like the tiniest one, the cheapest one possible. Oh, that's too bad. Cause I mean, painting is kind of like so expressive. That's why I like painting. I hope you guys can find like the good source to like maybe experience this once. It doesn't have to be like 40K. Maybe like a free franchise like Warframes. I can remember that they have like um free models to be printed, but you have to find like a source to print them out. But the file is are free. Here is the entire shield. I hope you can see what I can see in real life. It creates the illusion of being like um just a little bit like what the miniature is tended to do. So I try to create the illusion um of the shape. Maybe I'll just add some dark parts onto this spot just to create like just a little illusion of bending shape like it should be. I think the stream today is going to end like around an hour. Will last only like an hour, so yeah, we're not going to do much today. Maybe just the shield and you know just these parts. Oops. Thank you for understanding, guys. I gotta be honest, I think this is the most shiny miniature I've ever done. Like I have never ever painted this much of the metallic color before. And it just, looks like candy. I mean, it's so shiny because like what I did with an is, different. As you can see, this is pure metal, pure NMM using just the acrylic, while this one is just the metallic color. Um, well, there's so many levels of battle worn quality. Um, but um, let's say I'll conclude just to be easy to understand. Um, well, battle worn quality is requires like lots of dirt, battle scores, and lots of like shipping effects, and also like if it's like if it's so worn, like it's the armor was so old, there's going to be like the rust, right? If you want to learn like that kind of effects, I can also plan that to stream so that you can follow if you have a chance to paint. But this project wouldn't be in a battle worn quality. It's going to be like all of, you know brand new armor, because this is a request from my client. Oh, but I think I have a better plan, because if you want to learn about the battle worn effects, I can do a short tutorial like in the short or reels form, because I think my live camera isn't that good to capture all of what's going to be shown on the camera, because doing the battle worn quality is kind of like pretty pretty small. What can I Let me see in the dictionary. Sorry, I just kind of have you ever like forgot a word in a you know out of the wind, even though you know like the word. Okay, I think this word is maybe describe what I'm going to say. I mean, the battle worn quality is so detailed that it needs to be like focus captured onto the certain place. Yeah, I'm glad because sometimes I feel so dumb. Because sometimes it's just like the easy word and I can't even like think of that word. Or sometimes I can't even like pronounce it right, even though I know how it's pronounced. But yeah, maybe that could happen. And now I just finished the parts where I use the combo of what of the colors I've mentioned, which are the shade of neon oil, the iron warrior of citadel color, which is the base, and the layer of runefang steel. And this is the result. Wait, where's the middle? Here. Spin for another look. No, not yet. I'm sorry, engine. I was today, actually, I was busy about, I just moved, right? And I just ordered the fridge to be sent, and I have to manage a lot of like the house stuff. I'm sorry, Red Engine. I promise I'll catch up with the Bannerlord and I'll share what I'll think. Okay? Oh, hi, Desco. How are you? So I see that we still have some time left. So I'm going to do another part of the colors, which is the golden part of the armor. And the color I'm going to use is, where's the color? The Retributor armor from the Citadel color. And my client just sent a reference to be painted on, so this side of the armor is going to be all golden, and some parts of the shoulder pads also going to be um, golden. But since we got like about 10 minutes left, I'm going to show you just the shield part so that you will get what I'll do with the rest of the miniature. And here is the first coat of our golden side of the shield. You may see like some parts of the edge of the shield is messy because I tried to reach like each of the corner of the alphabet on the shield, but that's okay because mistakes fun, like what Cato just said, and quote from the artist, and that's true. So I'll just let the part dry and then I'll just reapply the same color onto the surface again. I'll just add more of the retributor armor onto the palette again because we're running out the colors on the palette. Then I'm applying the new layer of the gold so that we could cover the pigment of the gold onto where we want. Okay, so here's the second coat, and the gold is already popped, but isn't enough because it lost an essence of the shade and the darkened spots. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use um um um, um where is the color again? Oh, here is Weakland Flesh Shade from Citadel Color. So for this step, you have to be a little careful because sometimes overflowing the shade is going to stain the miniature and sometimes will erase the um, detail of the miniature. So it's best to dilute the formula down so that you can add just a little bit by little so you can get the result of what you really want. It's actually similar red engine, like contrast is more like having like much of a rich pigment in the color. So if you apply like the colors in just one stroke, it's going to cover every place, not just not just the edge or like the narrow space, but shade is going to darken um, the spots, if you know what I'm saying. Like it works similar because it has like a liquid form of of the color, but the consistency and the pigment of the color is a huge difference. So that's why I have to use like the express um, medium to mix with the contrast. Where is it? Here. The express medium to dilute the Thalassa blue, which is the contrast. But this express won't work with the shade because of the I think it is the chemical base of the color. Yeah, I will find a how could I say this, a music for the live, cause last time when I opened the music, it was like there's some copyright. But thank you for the suggestion. And here we are. Um, can you see the details clearer? after applying the shade with Rickland Flesh Shade. I think it looks better. And now we have to let him dry before applying the highlight of the color. I mean the gold part. Okay, so our shade is dry. So what I'm going to do next is to apply the highlight of the gold. I just use the mixture of I use a mixture of Retributor gold and in mixed with Rune Fang steel to create a lighter gold because I don't have like any other gold than this. I mean, I have other gold, but with this undertone of the orangey gold, I just have this one, so I have to mix it myself. So now I'm going to use the smallest brush to apply onto each letter the highlight letter by letter. Because doing the dry brush won't actually work with the metallic color because it will dull out the pigment of the gold. But trust me, this won't take too long because you don't have to actually highlight all of the letter just where it's supposed to have the light reflecting area, and the letter itself they're like small, so the necessary parts of the highlight or the top are on the top of each letter. And here we are. We have finished the shoe part of today. Alright. Alright, that looks, I like the result. I don't know if you can see like in the video, but I'll capture the photo and post it into the community post. And I think this will conclude our live today, because like I said, it's going to be short today. Yay, congrats for me. For us. So I guess we're going to say our goodbyes, and we're going to see each other on the next session. But maybe I'll tell you again, because I think for a couple of days I won't be stream, because I need to rush making the commission on time. And until then, I'm going to post again if whether each what day I'm going to stream. So I'm going to say our goodbyes and see you next time. And don't forget to stay creative, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye, Kato. Goodbye, Red Engine. Goodbye, Des. Hope you guys have a nice day and a good night.